Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. I don't find out that each time I do any video when relates to cultism, I usually get threats from these baby cultists. You know, the recent one is one John Peterson. You know why I'm happy here is because it clear say who they come the fear, who they go the fear. John Peterson, if you know the fear, if you not create Facebook accounts because of me, that's avatar accounts, specifically because of me, no friend, only one post, I will put it here, to threaten me that you will kill me the way you guys killed Vigilante Chairman in Saple. Mind you, this young man is a member of the AYE Confronting court. But it's like you are not aware, Peterson. It's like you are not aware. But I will try to make you aware. In your comments in my post, you allege that I was praising their years because the NBM, because I am a member of NBM. So for the purpose of clarity, because I know they like that word, say, we don't know, you understand me? For the purpose of clarity, let me say this. In my entire life as a young man, as a stubborn rich, I have never been a cultist in my life. Because there was a time where the Commissioner of Police Delta State, in person of Sipizana then, actually believed that for you to be an anti-cult member, you must be a cultist. As at that time, I was an anti-cult member. Since I was not a cultist, I now left as a member and now proceeded to become a patron. It is after we have studied the anti-cult, we have done research, and then we now realize that you can be a member of the anti-cult without being a cultist. That is the main reason why from a state patron, I was promoted to national BOT member, board of trustee member of the anti-cult. So in case you don't really know who I be, I've never been a cultist, number one, in my entire life. But for the purpose of those of my friends, when they ask me questions, make I throw light on these things. Let me share a short story. When I was to enter into the university, I was born and brought up from a very decent Nigerian home. I was not born with a silver spoon. So each time I had my JAMB results to go to school, that period thing was just hard. My father does not have enough money to send me to school. Then I was a painter. God bless Auntie Ejiro. She was the regional bank manager in Eco Bank. That is Oceanic Bank as her then. So that period I met her. She now gave my father a contract, a painting contract. So I joined my father. Why I was going for the painting job was for the purpose that my father should give me money to resume school because I've already seen my results. And then a man of God saw a vision to me. The man of God was invited to Foursquare Gospel Church, Onya Alaja then. That's Restoration Chapel. When the man of God came, they now saw a vision to me that God is preparing my life so that I don't end up my life when I get to school. And the man of God listed so many things that I must avoid as a young man. One, he said I must avoid smoking. That if I smoke, smoking will be responsible for my death. He went forward to say I must not join secret courts. That God is preparing me to be matured enough to get to school. That's why anytime I get admission, that's 2 times admission, and then my father does not have money to send me to school. Cultism. And then lastly, humanizing. And I should ensure that I don't give birth to children outside wedlock. And if you check the way I've planned my life, I planned my life in a way that I don't smoke. I have never smoked before since I was born. I got married very early. I got married at a very tender age. I was less than 27 years when I got married. Because I don't want to give birth to children outside wedlock. Thirdly, all the activities when this man say make I not do, which is cultism, which is the last one, marrying out of wedlock, smoking and cultism. These 3 things are things that I have never done. Because After the prophecy, I went to the altar. The money my father paid me for that job Auntie Ejiro gave me, if Auntie Ejiro is still in Nigeria, she will see this video. My dad, after working, my dad gave me 500 naira. We were the one who painted Oceanic Bank, Agbaru. When my father gave me that 500 naira, I sold the entire seed as a covenant to God, telling God that these things I would not do them in my lifetime. Then, that season, when I was to go to school, my father gave me 40,000 naira. That's how I came to Abraka. Today, the story has changed. That is one reason why I've never smoked cigarettes, Igbo, anything in my life. That's one side. Then why in school the temptation of joining different cult group came? I became a friend, or friends rather, with members of the, how do they call these people when they use green? Maphites. Now Maphite, they will deceive me enter. God now punished them. They invited me for a party. I never knew that it was a Maphite party. It was my then neighbor. I will call only his first name. I will not mention his son name, Michael. They invited me to the party. I was in the party. Kima in the tribe. Then I was using Jalopy. Those who know me then, I was using 929 when I was in 200 level in Delsu. 929, a long blue motor. They used to call the motor Jalopy. So I went to the party. At the end of the day, they wanted to initiate me. The Saturday I gave them my phone. I said, Baba, help me hold my phone. You say, crap, they yo, make I go peace. Pikin will not get help at the get sense. Take my phone, make I go peace. As he hold my phone, and I think Mate, act very well. Every person in that place who tried to force me into a cult group, they did not graduate from Delsu, including my neighbor. I find them with the government, with the police, DSS, and everything I had on me. They left Delta State University, Abraka, because of me. Because I knew I had a covenant to God that the day I joined any cult group, God take my life. I was that disciplined. That side pass. So for you to come up, to call the thought, say, you did your investigation and you find out that the reason why I am giving kudos to to Aye in this subgroup in the Eto Federal was because, or rather is because I am a member of the Aye. You are only fooling yourself. And then I felt maybe you are not aware, that maybe you were just assuming. And then I now explained to you that I've never been a cultist. You now went, that was to say, even me who is not a cultist, that my life is even at stake. Like seriously. Like seriously. After explaining, you still went on to say it was your group, the Aye confraternity, that killed a vigilante chairman in Saple. I'm calling on the Delta State Police Command to know that those persons who killed that vigilante chairman in Saple then, they don't threaten me, they don't confess. But I don't want to make you, Peter, to make you say you are not aware. Are you not aware that now the same this small boy, now on a champion, on a former Ibaka, got that mind, threatening me for Nigeria? He, my boy, because he travel go Ghana, they don't tell you that scores. For a forum, they don't tell them that scores. I take Poshua from Ghana. How Ibaka Wizi take contact me and I go say cash Bakawizi anytime when he come to Nigeria. I Bakawizi take call me from Ghana. I take tell her say make he give me 1 month. I go cash Rolex. They are not catching. I not catch him. I catch him. Rolex they prisoners. You be fly carpet for the fact say fear still catch you. Say you hide account. They write me. It shows say who they go they really fear. But let me tell you this thing. Already. If owner, I repeat, if owner, 10 welcome, now 9 you go back, go tell the story. 1, they cannot talk. Only one person I go talk that story. If I be 10 wake up, now one person will go back, go talk the story. 9 go buy. I'll only here to talk about these things.